It's happening. The security personnel and the health of the security guy is telling Buhari the insecurity that you don't want to deal with is Nigerians are tired. It's gradually tearing the nation apart, and Nigerians are gravitating towards self-help. This is the NSA, okay, National Security Advisor, telling Buhari, again and again, there's been the call that Nigerians should carry arms and look after themselves. Well, a nation where it is becoming, a place where people are unsure, especially when it feels very much like the government is part of it, then you know that there is serious issue going on today. Okay? In Abuja, the nation's capital territory, all over the country, there are security issues and all that is happening. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Insecurity. Nigerians tired, gravitating towards self-help. Members of the Security Council who met at the instance of President Muhammadu Buhari on Thursday at the Presidential Villa Abuja have reflected on the prevailing security situation in the country and came up with a number of resolutions that they hope will help solve the problem, especially with Buhari being given a 6-week ultimatum to end insecurity or be impeached. Part of the resolution which came out of the meeting was a review of existing strategy. The strategy has not worked. What are you reviewing? In fighting the insecurity going on. Stakeholders at the meeting, however, acknowledged that Nigerians are getting tired of the situation on ground and are beginning to gravitate to other places for help and for self-help. Recall that in the past few weeks, Nigerians have been living on the edge over heightened terrorist activities, especially in the nation's capital territory, which is now becoming a death trap, and violent states like Kaduna, Zamfara, Borno, among others. Beyond Thursday's security meeting being the third in the month of July alone, Nigerians woke up to a midnight attack on the Koji Correction Center, Abuja. Over 60 terrorists and other escape in the twilight where no security operative came, and they operated unhindered for over an hour. That mastermind was carried out by those who the presidency identified to be part of security agencies, even in Nigeria. A situation that have generated a state of hopelessness in the country. At the meeting, which lasted for over 4 hours and was attended by the Secretary to the State Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, the Chief of Staff to the President, Professor Ibrahim Gambari, and the National Security Advisor, Major General Babagana Mongona, indirectly blamed Nigerians, can you imagine, for the laxity in the wave of crime plunging the country. Can you imagine? National Security Advisor, NSA, not the security agents who have refused to do their work. Major General Bagana, who briefed Security House correspondents on the outcome of the meeting, said, if citizens were forthcoming with relevant information on security personnel, men of the Presidential Guard, brigadier which suffered some casualties in an attack in Bari would have been averted. According to the NSA, that's the National Security Advisor, Buhari was equally worried about the worsening security situation. What it concern us if he worry, if he not do anything? What it concern us? He's doing nothing about it. He's doing nothing about it, about the worsening security in the country, and will stop at nothing to change the tides. Buhari is not stopping at anything. No, he's enjoying it. Don't get it twisted. Don't let anybody give you a fable, okay? According to NSA, Buhari has equally worried about the worsening security and is ready to work. Oh, really? They just break. NSA said today's meeting was convened by the president as a continuation of the meeting that took place last week to discuss the technical issues and the tasks that were given to the various security agencies. The meeting deliberated on all these issues after the brief on the National Security Advisor, which is usually the procedure. According to Council, deemed it necessary to inform the general public that fighting this type of conflict and security issue, all hands must be on deck and Nigerians must continue to give them information. Guys, listen, I have no problem with you giving Nigerian security advisors and agencies information. But the caution here is that when you do it, be careful who you talk to. Ensure that that person is not part of them. In case you are not aware, in this very safe country, Nigeria, Buhari came with an agenda saying he was refurbishing and having what we call repentant Boko Haram program. Now that program was a scam to ensure that his foot soldiers were not destroyed, despite the fact that they are killing people and causing all forms of crime and atrocities. That program, after which he will introduce them into the society, give them job as army, police, and all that's going on. Now these people, you cannot just reframe. You cannot just refurbish a grown man, okay, within 3 months and say they've been repentant. Excuse me. How do you do it? What did you do? What was your methodology? Even in America, those people are kept away, in distance away, silo, locked up, so that because they have a depraved mind. Okay, their mind is so corrupt and is so pathetic that all they think about is how to commit more crime, atrocities, and evil. And so they cannot live, really sincerely speaking, among men, people with right thinking capacity. To a large extent, most of them, they are already gone. So you don't include them in national building. They have to be locked up away so that they don't come up with things that can destroy the nation more. All they think about, all they conceal is wickedness, more wickedness, and how to cause more pain and inflict more pain. That's what gives them joy. That's how they are wired, or something has gone on within them and have altered, the course of how they should be. So Buhari telling us that he has included them, then you go to such an individual and say, I have information. I noticed that blah, blah, blah. The person really want to say, they want to blow your cover. Yeah, let's get rid of this person. Why? Nigeria today, there is no truth. Whistleblowing. Okay, if you do that, now the person when you go report to say, Gao, I noticed that in this office, blah, blah, blah. The person will say, I'm hearing what you are doing now. Now, Mrs. Lagbaja tell me, say, now what you do, but this are the CEO. Do you understand? In countries in the world where there are truth, such information are confidential, and the person who has brought the information is well protected. Okay, they cause some weakness, they put them in protective witness custody, or even change their location, their name, and everything just to keep them safe. But in Nigeria, I can assure you for free that you're already in grave danger. If you get children, go tell your sister or your brother, go tell somebody where to make them help you look after them. Again, now born picking, they look picking, and not the other person they help you. So we need to be careful. While you are sending out the information, while you are dissipating information, be careful who you are speaking to. That's the nugget there. That's the very word you should pay attention to. Who are you speaking to? Are you sure you are speaking to somebody with real interest, with sincerity and truth, or is sabotage? Leave us a comment. Bye for now.